Available now. Link below.
And now we're exposing the shocking disconnect between Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen's economic delusions and the harsh realities faced by average American families. As Yellen claims that your finances are quite strong, a poll reveals that most of you believe you were better off under President Trump's economy. And the truth is, families across the nation are drowning in debt, struggling to survive amid skyrocketing inflation and the daily battle to make ends meet. Yellen's words ring hollow in the face of overwhelming evidence, and we're here to uncover the truth behind the Biden administration's failed economic policies and the devastating impact they have on you, the American people. So stay tuned for my final thought on this critical issue and what it means for the future of our nation. You don't want to miss it. Now, folks, before we dive into our special report, let's talk about how you can protect your finances in these uncertain times, just like how Yellen's words don't align with the reality of the average American's financial struggles. Store-bought supplements often fall short in delivering the protection your body needs. That is where Get the Tea comes in. Their unique variety of supplements and herbal cleansing teas help you battle the destructive elements in our environment and support your overall health. My personal favorite is their flagship product, the tea itself. I have a monthly subscription, so I never run out. And trust me when I say this stuff works. So go to getthetea.com and use the code NEXTNEWS for an exclusive 10% off of your order for Next News viewers only. Now, amid the ominous shadows of inflation and skyrocketing costs, the average American family huddles around the kitchen table, poring over bills and struggling to reconcile the cold, hard realities of their bank account with the rosy outlook presented by Secretary Janet Yellen. Day by day, they're watching the dreams of financial security get drowned in a sea of red. Yellen, from her ivory tower, whispers assurances that household finances are quite strong. But her words fall on deaf ears as families grapple with empty refrigerators and record-high gas prices. Listen to this.
I believe inflation will continue to come down.
Yeah, and I guess I'm just wondering if the economy continues to hold up no matter what happens on the Fed.
I think we've got a good, strong economy. We've got very strong domestic demand. Consumers are holding up. Some low-income consumers or perhaps exhausting their buffers of saving that they built up during the pandemic. We're seeing a little bit more distress at the household level there. But generally, households are in very good financial shape. Our financial system is generally quite strong. Things can always happen. There's always recession risk. Geopolitical developments could create risk to our economy. But I think we've got a good, strong economy that's on a solid track.
As Yellen claims that inflation will continue to come down and that we have a good, strong economy, the lived experiences of everyday Americans paints a starkly different picture. Lower-income families, who Yellen concedes might be close to exhausting their savings buffers, are just the tip of the iceberg. The economic hardships faced by Americans across the income spectrum are far from the very good financial shape that she describes. Recent polls compiled by the Brookings Institution in late March show that nearly across the board, Americans don't believe the Biden economy has done them any favors. A New York Times poll revealed that just 26% of Americans see economic conditions as excellent or good, while a staggering 51% describe conditions as poor. An Economist YouGov survey found that only 21% of voters believe the economy is getting better, while 52% say it's getting worse. Despite the most damning was perhaps from CBS. Their poll asked voters to directly compare Biden's economy to Trump's. A mere 38% rated Biden's economy as good, compared to an overwhelming 65% who said Trump's economy was good. So the numbers don't lie. They expose the vast disconnect between Yellen's optimistic assertions and the harsh realities faced by the American people. As families barely manage to keep their heads above the rising tide of costs, Yellen's comments feel like empty reassurances to a populace that's being steadily crushed under the weight of the staggering economy. The gulf between the lived experiences of everyday Americans and the sunny optimism of our government officials is painfully evident. As long as that gulf exists, the resounding chorus of struggling families will continue to echo across the nation. Everything is not fine. The people who clutch their wallets tighter, who skip meals so their children don't have to, who are drowning in the relentless wave of rising costs, they believe that their finances are anything but fine. They're struggling, they're afraid, and they are desperate for change. Yellen's comments feel like a slap in the face of these hardworking Americans, a testament to the administration's ignorance of the real issues facing our nation. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. As we come to the end of this special report, it's clear that the divide between the economic reality faced by average Americans and the optimistic rhetoric of Secretary Yellen is not just vast, but downright insulting. The American people are not fooled by empty reassurances. They are living the consequences of failed economic policies every single day. It's time for our government officials to step out of their ivory towers and face the truth. The Biden economy is failing the American people, and no amount of sugarcoating can change that fact. We need real solutions, not platitudes. We need leadership that listens to the voices of the struggling, not dismisses them. As a republic, we must demand accountability from our elected officials and fight for the economic security that every American deserves. The future of our nation depends on it.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.